Good morning from the barn at Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. It's Melissa. Just wanted to check in with you. I'm actually filming this on a Saturday morning in March 2023, Southeast Rural Ohio, USA. And I'm not going to post it on our YouTube channel, Twin Oaks Farm Poultry, until a Monday. But just out here doing the chores and wanted to just bring you into what it's like for a few minutes and show you the routine. So actually have been out here a good hour anyway. Got to check the health of the birds, their well-being, got to check the feeders, got to check the waters, the bedding, and just fill it all up, because meat birds, the one thing absolute for certain about a meat bird, if you put the food down in front of him, he's going to eat it all. Doesn't matter hens, roosters, doesn't matter 1 week old, 5 weeks old, starting, finishing, growing, doesn't matter. You put the food down, they're going to eat it. So going to give you a little visual of some quantity on food and water that our birds are consuming. So starting off with this group here, these are the little meat birds that are like almost 2 weeks old, and they're about a week and a half old. So we can look down through here. I think I can get the whole, maybe not, try and get the whole length of their pen right there. You can see those are 1 gallon waters, and we've got them the length of the pen. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, at least 10 in there. Yeah, 10 right now. And we fill those about 3 times a day. So 30 gallon of water going into 230 birds in the course of 24 hours. So that's kind of fascinating. And over here on this side of the short wall, we've got the older birds. So we've actually got a little over 85 in this pen now. And so there's, in this pen, it's harder for y'all to get to see it because of the lighting in here, but in this pen there are 6 feeders. And those feeders, I don't know, we dump a 50-pound bag into those feeders once a day at this point. So birds that are pretty well ready for processing, 85 of them, they're eating almost 50 pounds of feed a day. And at this point of the stage, we are, of the stage of growth, we have taken them off of the high protein that we typically feed meat birds on, and we're feeding them a cracked corn, and so that's a lower protein. They've been eating 22% protein for 5.5 weeks. So we've bumped that down quite a bit with the cracked corn. These birds also have in their pen 4 waters that hold 5 gallons each. We fill those about twice a day. So 4 waters, 5 gallons each, 20 gallons, filling them twice a day. Anywhere from 20 to 40 gallon of water a day. So, when you're talking about raising these birds, I mean, even if you do a smaller quantity than we do, I know there's over 300 birds in this barn right now, but even if you're going to do a smaller quantity than that, be prepared to put the food and the water to them. So, I want to show you here, I've got their feed ready to go out. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 baby tray feeders. And so this side of the pen that's like, looks empty, those 14 baby tray feeders, they're going to be all the way down that side of the pen. And we fill those for these baby birds. So 230 birds, we're putting 14 tray feeders in there. Those take at least a third of the 50-pound bag. So say that's about 15 pounds of feed we're putting in, and we do that twice a day. So at this point, these 230 birdies are eating at least 25 pounds of food daily. On the first week, it is interesting on that though, the first week, the 230 birds only consumed a single 50-pound bag of feed. But then, like I said, now we're into the second week, and I'm already on the 3rd bag of feed for the second week, because now we're opening a new 50-pound bag of feed about every other day. So the good news in the barn is the baby birds are off to a good start. Now it's April. I think I said earlier in the video it's March, but no, it's April now. Turned over a new month. So the good news is the baby birds are doing well, growing. we're into the second week of their growth. The other good news is the big birds that go to the processor in just a few short days, less than a week, they're looking real good. They're ready to go. The bad news in the barn today was these old birds. I came into the barn and I did have 3 birds that had expired overnight and it looked like heart failure, and that's just that's kind of a neat shot here. We don't get to do this very often. We'll get to some this year, but we got baby birds on the one side of the short wall and big birds on the other side of the short wall, and you can get a really good idea of the fast rate of growth when we're talking about there's only 4 weeks age in between these 2 sets of birds. So, but anyway, that was the bad news in the barn. Lost 3 birds overnight. I'm sure it was heart failure complications, but that's also part of raising Cornish rock cross meat birds. So I just really appreciate y'all joining us. Thank you so much. That's what's going down in the barn today. And other than that, in the office this morning, I was ordering Twin Oaks Farm merchandise and getting that stocked back up, and also advertising and promoting egg subscriptions, because we also raise egg layers, and we have some contracts available for egg subscriptions. So you get like a dozen a week, 26 dozen, and you can take a skip week occasionally if you're going on vacation or something, but it's kind of cool. So no, don't worry, these birds won't go over the short wall, but the old birds are starting to be aware of the young birds over on the other side of it. So, but it's interesting to see the size difference. Hey, please like and subscribe. Thanks so much for joining us. I want to ask you to consider who's your farmer, or who are your farmers. Hope you're finding some local food raised by farmers in your area. And I hope you're contemplating raising some of your own food and being your own farmer for some of your groceries. So we appreciate y'all. God bless you.